So, I just got back from watching Life, the brand new sci-fi movie in theaters now, starring Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal, and several other really awesome cast members that are in this film. It's a huge cast. So, straight away, judging by the trailer, I thought this was going to be awesome. You know, I love sci-fi specifically as well, and the trailer looked very my type of film in every way. Now, basically, in a nutshell, what this film is about is a research team up in space intercepts some cargo that was sent from Mars. And on this cargo, they identify a living organism. It's microscopic at this point, but nonetheless, it's an organism, and one of the scientists that is actually specializing in organisms and stuff like that figures a way to resuscitate this living organism by adjusting gravity levels and oxygen levels and stuff like that. So long story short, this thing comes alive, and we've got the first evidence or the first proof of life outside of Earth. The only thing is, this thing starts growing at a rapid rate, and it isn't long before they discover this creature doesn't want to be fucking researched. So havoc ensues very, very quickly, and the crew find that they're unable to control this creature. They cannot contain it, and it wreaks havoc on this space vessel. That is pretty much all I can tell you without spoiling the film. There's no need for spoilers, I don't think, in this movie. The one area this film may lack is it lacks originality. It definitely takes or borrows material from other movies such as Alien. This definitely has an Alien feel to it. You know, the first one, creature on board this space vessel, sort of a very claustrophobic type, stalky feeling. Very, very reminiscent of that. And there's some gravity feels there as well. You know, the space effects and the zero gravity effects are absolutely incredible. You know, you try and identify how the fuck they're doing it, but you really can't. Like, there's a lot of close-up shots where sometimes, if you look really closely, if you're a movie buff like me, you can see wires and stuff like that. But man, there was nothing in this. The special effects were absolutely top-notch amazing. The conclusion. Now, a lot of you know that I like closure in my films. This is kind of borderline where I understand what they're doing. They're leaving the movie open for a sequel. But if there's not going to be a sequel, I'm going to be pissed. And that would probably bring my score down, you know. All of these movies rely on making money. If they don't make money at the box office, if they don't make money with DVD, Blu-ray sales, there's not going to be a sequel, you know. The movie studios want a profit. If there's no profit, then they're not going to release a second one, because the second one won't be doing any better than the first one. So it all depends on the performance of the film. However, if that's the case, then we haven't got quite enough closure. But at the same time, it kind of leaves the ending to the imagination of the viewer, which I don't mind as well. So I'm kind of 50-50 about the end. I definitely wouldn't take points away from it, but it obviously is trying to tip that a sequel is in the works. So overall, if you're into sci-fi, if you're into the claustrophobic type, alien type film, if you love alien life forms and things like that, this is the movie for you. You definitely have to watch it. The cast is phenomenal. It's acted incredibly well. It's definitely worth watching. I never got bored during this film, not once. I loved it from start to finish. The only area that it might lose points is that it lacks originality. It definitely borrows elements from many other films that we've already seen 30 or 40 years ago. Other than that, that's a very small little thing to pick on. So on the Bannock score of 13, I'll have to give Life an 11. A well-deserved 11, only because it lacks originality. You know, I took a couple points off, but 11 is a huge score out of 13. Boys and girls, go and watch this, subscribe to the channel, make sure you come back. I'm going to be playing Diablo 3 a shitload this season.